come on out to Brown Mountain Bottle Works at 115 East Union Street in Morganton, North Carolina. The place to be for great craft beer. Browse their shelves filled with hundreds of craft beer selections. Relax and enjoy one of their 8 draft taps. Show your love for the store with their logoed t-shirts, hats, and glassware. Want to see what they have in stock 24 hours a day? Check out their website at www.brownmountainbottleworks.com. We'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Glenn. This is Dave. We're the NC Beer Guys. We promote NC Craft Beer online at ncbeerguys.com. We do these videos to bring you a little something different, maybe a new beer you don't know about, a new brewery, maybe something that a new brewer has popped up. And today we're kind of taking a turn.
We're way off.
We're way off the beer path. For some time we've featured a map of the meaderies in North Carolina on our website. And today we wanted to drink a little mead. Not technically mead, depending on how you want to get into the definition.
Yeah, see, I was all about it's mead, and he goes, but then he did his research, and he saw.
In a generic way, it is mead.
Yes.
But in fact, it comes out of Bee Bramble, which is a small winery located in the town of Fairview in Appalachian Mountains of West North Carolina. And this is their Blackberry Buzz, which is, they call a melomel. M-E-L-O-M-E-L. Melomel.
Yeah.
Melomel.
Or melomel.
Something. And compared to mead, which they define mead as the simplest of the formulas, this is pure honey wine, limited to honey, water, yeast, and associated nutrients. And they make mead as well. But they make these melomels, we'll say that's how it's said, which is the same blend fermented from honey and fruit. And they make 3 blends. They make the blackberry, a blueberry ginger, which might be great, and elderberry. And then they make a third thing in the mead family, which is a metheglin, M-E-T-H-E-G-L-I-N, which is the honey wine with spices. So they use a variety of spices to subtly affect the aroma, taste, and finish. Flower power.
What is this?
What is this? It's something we don't use for beer very often. And flower power and head mazers, M-A-Z-E-R-S, are examples of this class of honey wine. So these are all honey wines, kind of generically, as I said, called meads.
I'd rather call it mead.
But if we're really going to bring you some education, you need to know that we recognize this is not technically, possibly a mead. This is a melomel. Again, it's from the Bee Bramble out of Fairview. And what they say is that Bee Bramble was founded with the love of crafting meads, melomels, and metheglins, from only the finest of ingredients and from local and regional Appalachian sources. Quote, at Bee Bramble we use the finest Appalachian mountain wildflower honey and local and regional fruits combined with special yeast to craft our distinctly dry and floral wine blends. Never filtered or fined, our goal is to make the best tasting honey wines that we can, period. Celebrate the magic of the honeybee and the lush southern Appalachian mountains with Bee Bramble. And again, they say of the Blackberry Buzz, ooh, that aroma's getting to you.
Yeah.
This isn't a casual aroma at all, like a beer where you got to pull it up here and drink it.
I can smell from here.
Oh yeah, this is, not being a wine drinker, it's very potent smelling. Okay, so of this particular honey wine, they say, quote, a tart, refreshing blend of mountain wildflower honey paired with Appalachian-grown blackberries. Serve at room temperature or ice it down on those hot days.
Well, I didn't do that.
Well, so it's not that hot. So I think, I assume that the better flavor is at room temperature.
I would, from our experience with beer, but this is not beer, but we're venturing into that. But then it's like cider I wouldn't want warm. I mean, a hot cider, but the ciders that we get, I want cold.
But you wouldn't want them over ice either.
No.
Because ice certainly is going to dilute.
Yeah, it ruins it.
But that's what they say.
Well, they do. They make it cool, but that's fine. So
for our edification, I did do a little extra research just while we drink. What do you think of it?
I smell honey. I mean, really. Duh.
It's not like a beer with a little honey brewed in it. Brewed away.
Yeah. So we know that with honey in beer, it's gone. It just ferments away. The yeast love that. It's just the sugar that
and you might get a little essence later, but you don't get the flavor of honey unless you don't ferment the honey.
But this smells like honey. I mean, and I love the smell of honey. That's like
and this does, and it's strong citrus, something coming at you too.
Honey-like. It's got mouthfeel. It's got a.
It does have a mouthfeel, a little slickness, or a little something to it.
It's kind of like mild champagne effervescence.
Very dry. Very dry.
No, I take it like that. That wasn't. It was more. There wasn't bubbles.
Yeah, it's just not getting bubbles.
No, it felt. I guess because it's more like, for lack of a term, a wine. But I'm not a wine drinker. I will drink wine.
Yeah, we're really out of our comfort zone here today. We'll just have to admit that.
And I'm more fruity than dry, but this is nice. It's the fruit flavor is very mild. It's not like a fruit in your face kind of a fruit. And actually, you're tasting more of the honey than I thought I would have. Even though it's made with it, I would have expected more, a mix. But
and I would have guessed that it would not be this red blush color, that it would be more dark with the blackberries.
Yeah, but you're mixing.
I understand with the honey, so this may be exactly what you would expect if you mix dark blackberry juice, fruit, with honey. This might be just what you'd think.
Yeah, I mean, if they do
reddish orange.
Yeah, if they're doing pure fruit, let's say that fast, I could see that it's not going to take the overwhelming color of it, because you are mixing it. That's the same thing that happens with beer. If you drop the fruit into the boil, or even later on, it will affect it, but it doesn't overwhelm it. So,
what is the ABV on something like this?
This is 12%.
12%, okay.
12%, yep.
They say at Bee Bramble that our honey wines are quite different than the usual, whereas most mead makers will aim for high alcohol and overall sweet character. We opt for the floral, dry, and drinkable end of the spectrum, with alcohol contents in the range of a typical white to red wine spectrum. Historically, this is an accurate representation of many honey wines made throughout history, though we tend to be overlooked as the simple representation of our meads are supposed to be.
Well, this is more, I mean, if I were to compare it, it's weird because my misinterpretation all over the years about meads and such, I say, I want mead for my kingdom. No, or maybe that's what they did. But
this is something I learned in the research. The mead is considered the oldest of the fermented beverages. Okay. Because it was fermented, supposedly, before man actually learned the art of cultivation. Okay. Because it was simply honey mixed with something they already found. Okay. They didn't have to grow malt, barley, wheat. They didn't have to grow anything to make mead. It just could be made. A bunch of bees. It could be made by what they found around.
Yeah, and this actually, because it's lighter. I mean, to me, when you think about the food and beer pairings, that this is lighter. I would see this with chicken, seafood, kind of a thing. Chicken would be really good,
but it's pretty powerful.
But see, I'm not getting that. I've had stronger things. I mean, I said, look, we're coming with stouts and porters. You balance your food with whatever you're drinking, and to me, this is light enough that it wouldn't overwhelm chicken. Some seafood will, but I think chicken would be perfect with this. But what do I know? So,
and since we didn't drink the whole bottle,
I'll give it to my wife.
I want to talk about the storage, because I did talk about how you should store your honey wines
quickly.
Keep them at room and cellar temperature and out of the sunlight. Some of the meads and ones that age the best are packaged in dark green bottles to minimize degradation of the wine due to light. And once the bottle is opened, you need to be in no hurry to drink it, as honey wines tend to oxidize extremely slow. Oh. So,
it's like,
don't get in a hurry about it. Cap it back and save it away.
It's like honey. I mean, honey is a natural preservative and things like that. So, good.
So we've expanded our palates today. We hope we might have expanded yours. If you get a chance to be out to one of the meaderies in North Carolina and check them out on our website, the mead map
Yeah, sure. Go for a taste.
Try something a little different and something that's a little bit between craft beer and a true wine, and something that's different for you.
They've got this came from the Cider Fest out in Nashville, so that's a great place to learn about that and also to try them. But also go to them. Same thing we say about breweries. The only way you learn what you like or dislike is when you go there and experience it. So the same thing happens with cideries and meaderies. Mm-hmm. Go and experience them. Learn for yourself. Don't take it from anybody else, because the only one that you got to please is yourself.
And since there's plenty of options in North Carolina, we'll remind you to drink local.
Yep.
And keep your beer dollars, your mead dollars, and your wine dollars,
yep,
and your distillery dollars
That's right.
in North Carolina.
That's right.